Well, good evening, and thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's ball game between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. I am Justin. I'll be calling the play-by-play, announcing this evening. And as we get ready for this game, let's get you straight into the starting lineup for both teams. Coming in with the Arizona Diamondbacks sitting at 35 and 42. They are coming in today's game in fourth place, penciled in lineup by Tommy or Tori Lovulu. Batting first in right field, Jordan Luplow. Batting second in left field, Cooper Hummel. Batting third, the designated hitter, Ketel Marte. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Christian Walker. The batting fifth, the second baseman, Buddy Kennedy. Carson Kelly will be doing the catching, and he'll be batting sixth. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Alex Tomas. And batting eighth, the shortstop, Gerardo Perdomo. Batting batting ninth, the third baseman, Jack Hayard. That is Jordan Lupo, Humo, Marte, Walker, Kennedy, Kelly, Thomas, Perdomo, and Hager. The starting lineup for the Colorado Rockies, who comes in today's ball game, 33 and 44, penciled in by manager Buddy Black. Batting first in right field, leading off, is Connor Joe. Batting second, Chris Bryant. He'll be playing left field. The designated hitter, Charlie Blackmon. He'll be at third base. The cleanup spot at first base, C.J. Cron. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Brendan Rogers. Batting sixth, Jose Iglesias. He'll be playing shortstop. Randall Guchek will be batting seventh. He'll be in center field. Over at third base tonight, Ryan McMahon. He'll be batting eighth. And batting ninth, the catcher, Brian Servino. That is Joe Bryant Blackmon, Crone, Rogers Iglesias, Gruchek, McMahon, and Servino for the Colorado Rockies. What today's pitching stats going on here, we'll cover that here right after this break. You guys are listening to the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies on Saturday Night Baseball right here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. Welcome back to some Saturday Night Baseball. I am Justin. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are listening to the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. The Arizona Diamondbacks picked up the victory last night. Final score 9-3. As the Diamondbacks try to pick things up again here on a happy early 4th of July weekend. As we get underway here at the ballpark this afternoon, we're excited to be coming to you calling this broadcast game here on a Saturday night between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Both teams coming in here. The Arizona Diamondbacks coming in at 35-42, taken up against the Colorado Rockies, who sit in last place in the NL West at 33-44. Starting pitcher for the Colorado Rockies here is Austin Goldberg. He is, as I look at my stat sheets here, he is 3 for 7, 6.55 ERA. Left-handed pitcher with 52 strikeouts on the year as the first pitch taken in, called strike, and we are underway. 82 degrees outside from Cruz Field, partly cloudy. And here's the 0-1 pitch down low into the dirt. 1-1. 12 starts, 3-7 record, 6.55 ERA. 52 strikeouts to 22 walks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped it up out to left field. Going back is Chris Bryant. And that's going to be off the wall. To right field, Connor Joe. Taking a look around the horn here for the Colorado Rockies. Starting in the outfield from left to right, you got Chris Bryant in left field, Randall Gruchek in center, Connor Joe at right field. Over at third base is Ryan McMahon. Jose Iglesias will be joining him on that left side of the field, playing shortstop. Brandon Rogers, right, who is currently right now sitting above the second base bag on the left side of the field as the Rockies are in the shift. He'll be playing second. First base will be C.J. Cron, and the catcher, Brian Servin. Here's a hit, long fly ball, shallow for Brandon Rogers for out number 1. So we got Bryant, Gruchek, and Joe doing the catching in the outfield. McMahon, Iglesias, Rogers, and Cron in the infield. And Servin playing doing the catch. Gomber is the pitcher. Coming up to at bat right now is Cooper Hummel. Here's the first pitch. It's outside for a ball. He's 178 batting average on the season. 625 OPS with 2 home runs. Here's the 0-1-1-0 delivery. It's up high. 2-0. Umpires for tonight's game. Home plate umpire doing the ball, calling the balls and strikes will be Jerry Lane. Over at first base is Nick Marley. Second base is Chad Winston. And third base is Adam Omari. As 2-0 pitch is also outside, so 3-0. Ketel Marte due up next. Just getting underway here in Cruz Field. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That is going to be up high in there. No. Called in their first strike. I didn't see anything coming from the umpire. Home plate umpire Jerry Lane. Cooper waits. The 3-1. Fouled back. Last game scheduled on the evening. We'll get around a little later on tonight. We'll get to around the out-of-town scoreboard later on this evening. Saturday Night Baseball here from Cruz Field. 3-2 pitch to Cooper. And that is caught looking for a strikeout. Out number 2. Bear with us as we work our way through getting into the mix and swing of things in today's ball club. Ketel Marte stepping first pitch on the way. It's on the corner for a strike. It's interesting. I'm watching Jerry Lane doing the balls and strikes, calling the balls and strikes today. Haven't really seen much out of him. This one's down to the dirt. That's 1-1. So I have to pay close attention. Normally, when you call a strike, you make a significant sign of whether that pitch was a ball or strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is fly ball out to straightaway center field. Coming in is Gruchek to make the grab, and a quick 1-2-3 ends the inning. All right, play halfway through first. The Colorado Rockies come up next to bat here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. Welcome back here at the bottom of the first inning for Arizona and the Colorado Rockies. Thank you guys for tuning in here. First, Dallas Keuchel is doing the pitching for the Arizona Diamondbacks. 9 starts, 2-5, record 7.93. First pitch into Connor Joe. That is outside for a ball. 1-0. If you guys are just joining us, thank you guys for tuning in to Saturday Night Baseball right here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. Connor Joe making his first plate appearance here to this evening. 277 batting average. Here's the 1-0 on the corner called strike. And, top half of the first inning, I was telling you, looking at Jerry Lane's ball and strike calls, looks like, at least according to what I'm observing, his right arm, here's the 1-1, is up high, 2-1. His right arm actually gets thrown out to the side of him for strike calls. I find that a little interesting. Most pitchers, most umpires, does the fist up in the shirt. And this one's hit right back to Dallas Keuchel to be thrown over to first for 1 away. One quick out for Chris Bryant. 266 batting average on the season. As we take a look at the Arizona Diamondbacks defensive position, starting off in left field, Cooper Hummel will be doing the playing field in left field, followed by Alex Tomas over in the center field and Jordan Luplow in right field. As the first pitch to Chris Bryant is down low, called for a strike on the corner of the plate. 0-1. Over at third base is Drake Hager. At shortstop, Gerardo Perdomo. Buddy Kennedy will be playing second base, followed by Christian Walker at first, and Carson Kelly will be doing the catching. A 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss at the ball in the dirt. 0-2. Little breeze coming out, 4 miles coming in from left field. First pitch of today's game was at 7:10, playing here at Coors Field. Here's the 0-2 line to left field. That is going to get down for Cooper Hamel, and you have Chris Bryant will hold up at first base. So a 1-out single for Chris Bryant. Due up here is Charlie Blackmon. There's a nice 0-2 protection here at the plate. And Dallas Keuchel hasn't really pitched much. Last outing coming from Keuchel was back on the 26th against Detroit, where he will goes 4 1/3 of an inning. Only giving up 6 hits and 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. That was his last outing. Here's the first pitch to Charlie Blackmon. That is on the corner, called strike. Inside corner, 0-1. His previous outing prior to that, he missed an entire month where he faced the Boston Red Sox. Went 0 for 1, 2 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs allowed. Here's the 0-1 outside, inside for ball 1, 1-1. That's 7 games. Then the previous one was the 21st against the Yankees. A leadoff from Bryant at first. And there's a chopped off the first base side, just fouled. Christian Walker is in there to grab it. Bryant goes back to first. Charlie Blackmon against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Second leads of all time, 198 hits. Todd Helton with 246. Matt Kemp is in that lineup, 192. Adrian Gonzalez, 189. Just to name a few guys. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Keuchel. And it's chopped on the ground to Walker. He'll throw it over to throw it over the second. Gets away from the third baseman. And you actually have Chris Bryant advancing up to third on a throwing error from Christian Walker. It just gets away from third baseman Jake Hager over there at. My bad. He actually gets away from Gerardo Perdomo over there at playing at shortstop as they were in the shift. And a throwing error will get Bryant on at third base. So Charlie Blackmon on at first, Bryant on at third, 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the first pitch to C.J. Cron. That's going to get past the third baseman into left field. Coming in to score is Bryant. Blackmon will be on second. Cron will be on first. So an early 1-0 lead, Colorado expands. So if you guys are looking to score that last couple plays, you had a single to left field for Chris Bryant. You had an E3 for Charlie Blackmon, who advances to first, and an RBI single for C.J. Cron. And the Rockies now have a 1-0 lead for Brendan Rodgers, who is batting at .263 so far. First pitch to Rodgers is down low. Throwdown at the bottom of the division here between the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks coming into today's game sitting in fourth place, followed by the Rockies. Here's a long fly ball out to left center field, going back to the warning track and looking up. No one's going to get there. It's going to be gone. A 2-run blast, a 3-run home run by Brendan Rodgers gives the Rockies a 4-0 lead in the first inning. Early on, getting to Keuchel. And as soon as this one left Rodgers' bat, you kind of just knew that was gone. I'll see if I get you the scoring and all that stuff here in just a little bit. First pitch on the way to Jose Iglesias. It is called for a strike, 0-1. Iglesias 296. Tackle moves a little faster as Iglesias grounds a foul. Early 4-0 lead. The Rockies have it here in Crowell's Field, trying to have a home field win to this afternoon. 4th of July weekend. Here's the 0-2, and it's going to be chopped right back to Keuchel. And that will be for out number 2. So the 2 outs that it's given so far in today's game has been ground outs back to the pitcher. As we take this time for Randall Gruchek to come up, the Arizona Diamondbacks, a visiting team, is wearing will be wearing tops and bottom grays with the black and red lettering, as the Colorado Rockies are wearing the white bottoms and the purple grays, or blue, shallow, light blue, whatever you want to call it, with the black and white lettering. So the first pitch into Gruchek is low for a ball. 18 pitches for Keuchel in this first inning. Here's the 1-0 outside for a ball, 2-0. Rockies out front to an early 4-0 lead. 2-0 pitch, chop foul, third base side. Colorado trying to get just back into the swing of things. Think of where they were at last night, dropping a 9-3 ball game against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Count goes 2-2. And the Rockies, according to their schedule, beat the series over the Dodgers. And I want to keep that win streak going into this as we make our final stretch to the All-Star weekend. A check swing, check to the first base umpire, Nick Marley, and he calls for a strike. So that's how we end the first half of the inning. But the Colorado Rockies put in 4, thanks to a RBI single by C.J. Cron and a 3-run home run by Brendan Rodgers. The Rockies lead 4-0 here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. All right, we're just in the top of the second inning here. First pitch on the way to Christian Walker's in their first called strike. And this one here is hit, long fly ball out to straightaway left field. Looking up is Chris Bryant, and that is going to be gone. Arizona gets a run back here in the top half of the second inning, thanks to a Christian Rocker long ball. That was a boop and a blast, if I've ever heard one. So it's now 4-0, 4-1, Colorado. It was nothing too special. That was just hanging right over the plate, a little too heavily. Christian Walker is going to be able to turn that around and drive it around. Only wishing runners were on base for that one. They have to make up 4 after Dallas Keuchel gave up that one and back 4 runs back in the first inning. First pitch on the way to Buddy Kennedy is outside for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down in the dirt. Check swings. And Jerry Lane says, nope, he went for it. As the catcher, Brian Severn, said, was trying to appeal down to first, giving one to the home plate umpire. It's 2-0 here. And that was in there for a called strike, 2-1. The count now to Buddy Kennedy. Austin Goldberg comes into today's game. 3-7, 6.55 ERA. And a swing and a miss goes down Goldberg. So there was an error on the screen that I have. They called him for a ball. So it went away. First pitch on the way to Carson Kelly. And they're called strike 1. Carson Kelly, 134, 2 home runs on the season. Last night went 1-for-4 with the home run. Here's a line fly ball over, and nope, he caught by McMahon. No, Brendan Rodgers, I apologize. Early on, already catching these errors. It's been a while since we've called a game. That was a nice leaping catch. On the tip of the glove, still got it. So 2 away. A nice applause for Rodgers. Here's the pitch for Alex Tomas. It's in there for a called strike. 4-1, the Rockies lead top of the second inning. Here's a pitch down on the way. Check swings over to that third and no go. Try to figure out what these two teams can do this as we head into the All-Star break, just 2 weeks away. As they try to advance and help their team try to extend to a playoff. Here's a swing and a miss. It's 1-2 to Alex Tomas. 2 for 5 last night with the home run. 7 home runs on the season. But I love calling a game by Coors Field. A lot of long balls there as this ball's down in the dirt. It's 2-2. Coors Field. Very easy to get the ball in the gap. So we'll see how that plays out later on tonight. Here's a hit over to first. Taking himself to the bag is CJ Cron, and that will end the inning. Played an inning and a half. It is 4-1 Rockies. 8, 9, and 1 due up here in the bottom half of the second inning. Thank you guys for joining us. Arizona Diamondbacks, Colorado Rockies. As Ryan McMahon steps in, Rockies scored 4 in the top half of the first inning, all coming in the hands of long fly balls and a home run to seal the deal. First pitch on the way to McMahon is in there, called strike 0-1 the count. Last night against the Diamondbacks, 1 for 4 with the home run. Here's the 0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. I'm very happy early 4th of July. The shift is on from right to left. Hager, the only one on the left field side. This is chop foul, 1-2. Dallas Keuchel trying to bounce back from giving up 4 runs in the first inning, going 21 pitches precisely. Dallas Keuchel has only had an outing, and then he missed a month as this one's chopped foul again. Arizona Diamondbacks could use a veteran like Dallas Keuchel. Been around the big leagues a while, pitching with the Houston Astros. The 1-2. That's outside. 2-2. Ryan McMahon coming into tonight's game. .235 batting average. 7 total home runs. Brian Severn due up next. 8, 9, and 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 2-2. Chopped it over to first base for Christian Walker. He'll bag it out, run it out himself for out number 1. Jordan, where am I at? I apologize. Brian Severn due up here. 9th batter stepping in the second inning. Batting average is .308. Takes first pitch. Outside for a ball. Diamondbacks splitting the series against the Padres earlier this week. Here's the 1-0. Chopped it to third, chopped it over to Hager. He'll make the throw for out number 2. Two quicks out here in the bottom half of the second inning. 4-1, the Colorado Rockies lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Saturday Night Baseball here. Connor Joe comes up. He's grounded back to the pitcher back in the first inning. Arizona Diamondbacks looking ahead real quick. We'll get to go home for 4th of July because they play the San Francisco Giants in a 3-game series. This is the first pitch to Connor Joe is outside, down low for a ball. And then they will host the Colorado Rockies for a 4-game series before heading over to San Francisco and San Diego before the All-Star break. That one's down to the dirt. It's 2-0. The Colorado Rockies beat the series over the Dodgers, won the first 2, lost the last one. Been on a nice little streak as of late. Like to keep it going here tonight even though they lost yesterday, split the series up. The 2-0 is also down low, 3-0. Colorado Rockies wrap up the series with the Diamondbacks tomorrow. Then they head over to LA to play the Dodgers. And then they go back to Arizona. Here's the 3-0 count. As in there called for a strike. Then there'll be a home for the Padres and a home for the Pirates before the All-Star week as that approaches us. Chris Bryant's due up, 3-1 pitch. And swings, chopped it down to third base for Hager. He'll take it over, throw it over to first to end the inning. Quick 1-2-3 inning worked by Dallas Keuchel. We played 2 here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. 8-9-1 due up here in the top of the third inning. You guys are listening to the Rockies and the Diamondbacks as the Rockies out 4-1 here. First pitch in for Geraldo Perdomo is called for a strike. 1 for 4 last night, batting average .201 with 2 home runs. Shows the bunt, pulls it back. Count goes 1-1. Everyone's playing straight up. As the 1-1 pitch is outside 2-1. The 2-1 delivery is chopped it up the middle to short. He'll throw it over to first. We'll get out number 1. Ground out to Jose Iglesias. Jake Hager, 239 batting average, steps into the plate. First time for tonight. He's only played in 23 games. Waits in the first pitch. It's down low for a ball. Here's the 1-0 to Hager. And it's chopped right back to Iglesias over at short. He'll pick it up and throw it over to first for out number 2. Busy work over there, heading over at short early on. This should be cruise control for Austin Goldberg. 32 pitches in the third inning, up 4-1. So you could give up a run or two. Be nice to see the Rockies get a good outing from their starter here tonight. Here's the first pitch to Jordan Luplow. He was 0 for 1. Popped up back in the first. Very nice night out in Coors Field. They're swinging a miss. 1-1. 82 degrees. And just partly cloudy. It'll get a little chillier tonight. Bobby dropped down to 78, 79. Wind may pick up, may decrease later on in the evening. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Luplow. This is a fly ball out to right field. This could be popped up for Connor Joe, and he'll make the grab. Quick 1-2-3 inning done by Austin Groper. It is 4-0 Rockies. Bottom third inning here, we do up for the 2, 3, and 4 spot for the Colorado Rockies. Guys, come join us again tomorrow afternoon as we call your guys' the Padres and the Dodgers. See Frank Gore take on Clayton Kershaw as the first pitch is fouled along the left field side. The 4 and 3 left-hander Frank Mackenzie Gore will take on the left-hander 5 and 2 Clayton Kershaw as the battle for first begins tomorrow at 4:10 Eastern Time. Here's the 0-1. It's outside for a ball, 1-1. Calling some National League West games here this weekend, 4th of July weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's down to the dirt, 2-1. Chris Bryant 1-for-1, singled out to left field back in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out to left field. That is just going to hit foul against the net. 2-2. Dallas Keuchel, a former Cy Young Award winner. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be lopped in the left center field. That's going to hit down in front of the left fielder, making his way, stretching it out to second to be tagged in, but called for an out. Nice play from defense. Bryant tried to stretch out a double, but got caught at second. So 1 away. Doesn't get credit for that single, though. When you're up 4-1, I mean, anything could happen, especially at Coors Field. For me, I would have took that single, but maybe it just dropped down, and Brian thought maybe it dropped down and it just slowly got out there left center, and he was speeding all the way. He knew he was going to be thrown out. So that would be a 7-4 put out after a single in place. First pitch to Charlie Blackmon is ended for a ball. He's a designated hitter for tonight, so you won't see him on the pitch. He'll be on the field. He'll get a little bit of resting time. That's the 1-0 delivery. And there's strike 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch down in the dirt. 2-1. You're in the bottom of the third inning, 4-1. Reached on an error back in the first inning. He's 0-for-1. This is chopped back to first base. Walker will get it himself and for out number 2. Dallas Keuchel sitting at 44 pitches here in the third, kind of settling in right now. Love to see and hear. So we talked about Dallas Keuchel's last game back on June 26th, which was about a week ago, against the Detroit Tigers. Pitch picked up by the Diamondbacks. Missed a month out of there. Last pitch prior to that against the Boston Red Sox. He goes 2 innings, giving up 7 runs. Or 7 hits, my bad. The 0-1's in there for a strike, 0-2. Gives up 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Prior to that was a 5.21. We lost again. Here's the 0-2 inside, 1-2. Career stats so far. Coming into 2020 was with the White Sox into 2022. Released by the White Sox. Here's a chop foul. 2-2 goes to CJ Cron, who's 1-for-1. Singled an RBI back in the first inning. Dallas Keuchel with the American League earlier this year. 2 for 5, 7.8 ERA. Here's the 1-2. And it's chopped right to third, short for Geraldo Perdomo, and he'll pick up the inning. All right, another 1-2-3 inning for Dallas Keuchel. The Rockies are still out in front, 4-0. Top of the fourth inning, here we go. In Coors Field, as the first pitch is in there for a strike. Rockies out front, 4-1. Austin Goldberg back at it. 36 pitches here in the fourth, making easy going. Here's a pitch lined in into right center field. That's going to get down to the wall. Rounding first is Hummel, making his way to second. On his way to third, standing up before the ball gets back in the infield. So a no-out triple by Cooper Hummel. And this is one thing that when you look into Coors Field here in Colorado, you get into the gaps, extra bases shows all the way. We saw it earlier. Chris Bryant tried to make it stretch out into a double back in the top half of the bottom half of the third. That just didn't work out. Cooper Hummel attempted to stretch out a single to a triple, and now you have a runner on third with no out. As this next one's popped up to right field, and that's going to be foul. Ketel Marte 0 for 1, 259 batting average. Cooper Hummel on at third. No way here in the top half of the fourth inning. Independence weekend here. Some weekend Saturday night baseball coming your way. And this one's chopped just foul along the left field side this time. It is 0-2. Here's the 0-2 down in the dirt. 1-2. The 1-2 sets by Goldberg. It's going to be an inside as 2-2. Almost hit Marte. Runner on third, nobody out. Top of the fourth inning, 4-1 Rockies lead. Game 2 of a 3-game series this weekend. Arizona took game 1 9-3 back last night. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped, and that's going to get down into left field. Coming home to score is Hummel, and it will cut their lead down to 4-2. Marte's RBI single. And with nobody out, here comes Christian Walker. Solo home run back in the second inning. Out to straightaway left field. That's one thing you love about Coors Field. You want a hitter's ballpark. Here we go. Looking into gaps, looking into everything. This is right back to the pitcher. He'll toss it over to second, over to first. 1-4-3 double play. And there you go. 2 quicks out. And trust me, that was listen, I was not expecting Walker to hit that ball right back, right off the first pitch. Maybe try to feel a little lucky getting to after the home run back in the second. Hits it right back to the pitcher. And now Goldberg approaches Buddy Kennedy, who struck out swinging or check swinging, got caught going around back in the second inning with nobody on base. Here's a ground out to first to McMahon. He's going to throw it over to Chrome. Throwing it over to first base for Goldberg will make the final out. A run scores in here in the fourth. Arizona picks up another one, but the Rockies are still out front 4-2. You're listening to Saturday Night Baseball right here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. We're back here in the top of the bottom half of the fourth inning, where the Rockies are out front at 2-4. Now we take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here. And as we look at everything that is going on around the league, a couple games that we are looking into. Now, both of these teams aren't quite in a position to be looking for a wild card spot. Still fighting opportunities for both of these teams. But a couple things need to happen around out-of-town scoreboard. Take a look over in the NL West, where the Dodgers are beating the San Diego Padres 7-1 in the bottom half of the seventh inning. Here's the first pitch to Brendan Rodgers, a heavy swing and a miss to begin the bottom half of the fourth inning. It will be Rodgers, Iglesias, and Gruchek due up here in the bottom half of the inning. The Padres and the Dodgers are battling for first place as the Padres came into this weekend series down 2.5 games. That was up high for a ball, 1-1 the count to Brendan Rodgers. As the Dodgers beat the Padres the first two games of the season. Here's the 1-1 pitch that's up high and in, 2-1. Manny Machado back in the lineup again, only being able to muster, being strictly down to just a run or two in all three ball games so far. Here's the 2-1 is outside ball three. Keiko getting away from Brendan Rodgers. We look at some of the other things going around. The White Sox are over in San Francisco as the White Sox are up 5-3 or beat the Giants 5-3. Here's a liner into right field that is going to be caught and knocked down right in front of Jordan Luplow for out number one. So the White Sox beat the Giants 5-3 earlier today. The Dodgers beating the Padres 7-1. The game will be called tomorrow, 4:10 Eastern Time, right here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. Mackenzie Gore taking on Clayton Kershaw tomorrow, Sunday, day before 4th of July. Jose Iglesias steps in, 289, 0 for 1. Today's ball game. First pitch in there, called first strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Heavy swing and a miss, chop foul along the third base side. Getting out of the way is the third base coach, Stu Cole. We'll get you some other scores here later on tonight. A swing in the dirt. Swing and a miss of the ball in the dirt. Mark Kelly throws it over to first for out number 2. That will be a drop third strike. So a strikeout swinging and a 2-3 putout to score that second out for anyone who's scoring at home. Randall Gruchek, 0 for 1 today, 254 batting average, 8 home runs. Here's a long fly ball out to right center field, going back to the warning track that's going to get down, rounding first, heading into second easily is Gruchek. So a 2-out double will extend this inning. I tell you how easy it is, like I've mentioned to you before, how easy it is to get a base hit knock here at Coors Field. Simple contacts, the ball easily gets in the gap. Didn't have enough distance to go, but it's going to easily split between right and center field. Alex Tomas easily comes up with it and gets the ball back in quick, and that's what you have to do playing in the outfield. Probably one of the most difficult spots, most frustrating spots, as the first pitch to Ryan McMahon is in the first called ball. 9th double on the season for Ryan Gruchek. Here's the 1-0 chopping foul. Colorado Rockies lead the Diamondbacks 4-2. Runner on second, 2 away. 7 home runs on the season for McMahon. Grounded out to second back in the second inning. Grounded out to first, technically. Another ball fell. 1-2 count to McMahon. Keuchel was able to set down the last 7 hitters up until Gruchek at second. He has a nice, comfortable lead. Here's the pitch that's down on the dirt. Gruchek's back at second. Now it goes 2-2. Take a look at the Padres and Dodgers game that's going on over there. 7-2, the Padres score in their second run. Not doing a lot of run scoring here. He split the series with the Diamondbacks earlier this week. Dropped 2 against the Dodgers in the 4-game series that could have really put the Padres in first place at the end of it all. Here's a 2-2, and it's caught for a ball on the outside corner. Full count for McMahon. Nice, partly cloudy, but very beautiful day in Colorado. Here's the payoff pitch, chop foul. We'll replay that. Haven't had to really talk about Jerry Lane ever so much since the beginning of the game. 4-2, the Rockies lead here in the bottom of the fourth inning. A lead off by Gruchek here. That's second. Keuchel sets. And the payoff pitch. It's outside. McMahon draws himself a walk for Brian Severn. First walk of the game for Dallas Keuchel. You start wondering how deep Keuchel could play this game. Brian Severn, highest batting average as catchers among the catchers in the National League. The Padres' Jorge Alfaro leads right behind him. Brian Severn, first pitch, swings and a miss. Strike one. Batting .333 back in June. Leads National League. 2 men on. 4-2 game. Colorado leads. As Keuchel sits at 66 pitches. He sets and throws. They swing and a miss. 0-2. You wonder how long or how deep Keuchel could go into a game after missing nearly a month of starts. Missing the entire month of June. And even prior to that, was only working out of the bullpen. This one's up high to 1-2. Here's the 2-2. It's outside. Stand corrected. Now that's 2-2. It's been the Dodgers throwdown. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swing, and a foul back. The Dodgers, who really much allowed the Padres to make a run with them last season. It wasn't until the Padres really had themselves in a bind with starting pitching and with a lot of management settings in the dugout that led him to a skid back in August. In September last season, this 2-2 pitch is down in the dirt. Works himself a full count. You're going to have both Gruchek and McMahon heading off here to third on a payoff pitch. Two outs here at the bottom of the fourth inning. Keuchel set 10 pitches. Down to the dirt, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. You wonder if Arizona's pitching coach, Brent Stern, is going to go have a word with them, kind of calm them down, get them out of this inning. That will definitely be the case. Pitching mound visit here for Arizona. As bases are now loaded with 2 away, a 4-0 lead. Thanks to a RBI single back in the first inning by C.J. Cron and a 3-run blast by Brendan Rodgers. You talk about strategy here. You don't want to give up a run after you gain back a run last top half of the inning. But we're back at the top of the lineup with Connor Joe, who's 0 for 2 for so far today. Ground out back to the pitcher and a ground out to third. Career stats with bases loaded, 3 for 6 with 1 grand slam, 9 RBIs for the stats for Connor Joe. Bases are loaded with 2 men away. Colorado trying to add insurance runs. And here's the pitch first in there called strike. Connor Joe has 5 home runs. Here's the pitch up high. It's 1-1. Chris Bryant due up next. As we're at 1, 2, and 3, top of the lineup here in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch on the corner. It's not called. It's called for a ball, 2-1. Seeing Jerry Lane call balls and strikes definitely took me a couple of innings to get used to. Here's the pitch. It's going to hit to right field. That's going to get down coming in. Well, probably at least 2, if not 3, some ball mishaps coming from Jordan Luplow out there. And right ball gets away from the cutoff man. And he clears the bases. Connor Joe clears the bases with an RB3 run RBI and gives the Rockies 7-2 lead. Well, that was just a nice hit, taking it opposite field. Nice at bat by Connor Joe, finding his selection, wanting a pitch over the plate. Dallas Keuchel hasn't really had any pitches over the plate. This one gets over the head of first base, gets down to the wall. Jordan Luplow just couldn't get to it, fumbles that ball. First pitch into Chris Bryant is inside for a ball. And maybe the throw from Luplow back in to the cutoff man was a little rushed, especially since he fumbled it. This one's a hit, long fly ball to center field, but Alex Tomas will get it to end the inning. 3 more runs scored thanks to a 3-run RBI from Connor Joe. The Rockies are out in front, 7-1. Welcome back here as we are in the top of the 5th inning. It's a 1-1 to count to Carson Kelly. As it's 6, 7, 8 due up, is swing and a miss. 1-2. The Rockies are up 7-2 here in the 5th inning. Thanks to some insurance runs and a 3-run RBI to Cardinal Joe back in the last half of the inning. This one's down in the dirt, 2-2. And you must be feeling nice if you are Austin Gomber. 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs allowed, but you have the lead. Here's backhands over at third, making the throw to first to Crone for out number 1. Nice play by Ryan McMahon. You know, a couple of names that you don't see in this Colorado lineup, guys, like Troy Tulowitzki several years back. There's like Trevor Story, who's with Boston. There's a pitch to Alex Tomas. It's in there called strike. And you still have a pretty decent lineup for the Colorado Rockies. This one's up high and in, 1-1. Charlie Blackmon definitely as he gets older. Be impressive with the new addition of Chris Bryant. Here's the 1-1, chopped it to second. Buddy Kennedy for Brendan Rodgers. He'll make out number 2. Geraldo Perdomo up 0 for 1, grounded out to short back in the 3rd inning. You look at Jose Iglesias, just for an example, Randall Gruchek, Ryan McMahon. Trevor Story was a guy who was really reliable on the corners. Here's the pitch it's in. It's called strike. You're definitely getting your workout in your outfield. Chris Bryant helps Charlie Blackmon get a day off. Randall Gruchek helps Charlie. That one is outside 1-1. And then you get the right fielder, Connor Joe. Definitely get some major league experiences. This designated hitter is not designed for one person. Here's the 1-1. It's up high, 2-1. Think of CJ Crone could be over there. And Chris Bryant really fills a big role. So does Ryan McMahon. Ryan McMahon could play third, could play first. Bryant could play third and first in outfield. Here's one line right back to the pitcher. Gomber with the hand toss it to first. Over with Crone. And 1, 2, 3 innings for the Rockies. We're halfway through this ball game here. It is 7-2, Rockies lead.
I'm trying to touch the states this time. 2021. Yeah, show him I can still rap though. Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8-day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move off any way. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if you won't take a lazy day. Wife you want me to take a break. I keep going to the paper straight. Then it's trips up to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. wanna kick the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock it tech. You want the chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
All music played here in today's ball game is given to you thanks to Epidemic Sound. Discover world-class artists, composers, and bands. Find the perfect soundtrack and give your social media accounts the music they deserve. Epidemicsound.com for more information. First pitch into Charlie Blackman is it down low for a ball. 3, 4, 5 due up here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Here's a pitch, fly ball left field. It just fell. (7-2) Rockies lead over the Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch inside. (3-1) to Charlie Blackman. And here's the pitch. And the swing chopped on the first base sideline, right back to first. Christian Walker, nice quick hands, one away. Charlie Blackman also has the speed, so, the ball that Walker didn't get back in last inning definitely makes up for this inning, because that could definitely been extra bases. So for Dallas Keuchel, sitting at 83 pitches, 50 of those pitches are in there for a strike, as here's number 84 that's down in the dirt. 4 1/3 of an inning. Giving up 1 home run, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 6 runs, or 7 runs, 6 of them earned, with 6 hits. Here's the pitch. It's outside the ball 2. ERA right now for Keuchel, 8.41. Kind of want to stretch Keuchel out. You're almost assuming that if he could get through this inning, so it'll be his last inning. Kind of want to stretch him out as far as you can in this ball game. Here's the 2-0, swing in the dirt. He's been missing the plate quite often. He's definitely been missing the zone. Definitely a lot of outside pitches, a lot of down low pitches, occasionally up way up high. At least he's not leaving it over the plate. He's only allowed 1 home run in today's ball game. The 2-1 pitch is on the corner. Called for a strike. So his consistency or his inconsistency has been consistently outside. It's 2-2 now to CJ Cron. Here's the pitch down in the dirt. Once again, we're seeing a lot of those. And I think we're seeing those on both sides of the ball. A lot of pitches down in the dirt, down and away. Not wanting to get these batters anything to hit, because it's a hitter ballpark. And as the sun sets in Colorado, the ball will fly. Here's the full count payoff pitch, swings and a foul. (7-2) Rockies lead bottom half of the fifth inning. Here's the payoff pitch again. Another swing and a miss. Out number 2. And it's interesting because Keuchel sat there back in the first inning, gave up 4 runs, and on an inning that you probably just seen you couldn't get it away from. Comes back out in the second and third, goes 6 up, 6 down. Goes 2/3 of an inning in the fourth, but then gives up 3 more runs in just a couple pitches. And the Rockies have definitely paid dividends and done their homework on Keuchel. Here's the first pitch to Rogers. It's outside. Called for a ball, 1-0. And, if I'm Arizona, if I'm Tori Lovulu, and I'm not, it's just me prospecting here. This one's down low and away. I know Keuchel is sitting at 92 pitches. It's 2-0 the count to Rogers. I would see if he gets this, this last out. It goes 1, 2, 3. So 2-0 outside again. I wouldn't want to overwork anything, but I would definitely see if maybe he would have pitched another inning. And what do you got to lose as long as you're not, see how far he could get into it, get into the sixth inning. Also on the corner, he draws a 4-pitch walk. That's interesting. I say stuff like that, and you just kind of wonder. You're talking about a pitching another inning. He's at 95, and he's just walked about it 4 pitches straight. That sets up for Brendan Rodgers. I'm sorry, that sets up for Jose Iglesias. He takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Some action starting to warm up in the bullpen there. Iglesias 0 for 2 and 293 RBI. Here's a fly ball out to left field, and making a stretch out catch is the left fielder, Cooper Hummel, to end the inning. We'll run a man left on to a walk. Nothing for that. To 7-2 Diamondbacks Trail here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel.
This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off. You living boring, I'm gonna set it off. Shooting them scoring, I'm gonna set it off. Like soldiers torn, I'm gonna set it off. Son of God, no, I am not son of man. Blessings keep falling, the fingers keep coming in. I got you, but just know I'm texting like Uncle Sam. Left to the bank, you know that I'm coming in. We don't do it for the bands though, we don't do it for the clout. Legacy on the line, so I'm moving in and out. Seen good ones turn top dog, greedy ones get knocked off. I keep looking at the bench like I could never not ball. Coach keep me in the game, Curry deadly with the range. I keep looking in the mirror like, who is he? I'm insane. Who am I? He insane. Guess I ain't the one to blame. What's done is done, won't change. Time to live up to my name. Real won't be real, fake gon' fall. Took time with this here, I'm made for a while. No sleeping, no I won't fall. No sleeping, no I want it all. I keep God first. I see evil, when I converse. Not today, say. This how God works. Play my position, what is
7, 8, and 9 due up here as we head into the sixth inning here between the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. Happy early 4th of July Independence Holiday, wherever you guys are at, wherever you guys are celebrating at. We'll be back again tomorrow for the Padres and the Dodgers wrap-up series as the Padres are in the top of the ninth, trailing the Dodgers 7-2. They're about to trail the series 0 for 3 in a 4-game stretch. First pitch in for Hager was called for a ball. Austin Goldberg back out there again. This one's down in the dirt. 2-0. Goldberg, you talk about Dallas Keuchel only sitting at 95 pitches, and that's pretty much it for Keuchel for the night. As bullpen was working earlier, there's the 2-0 and a fly ball out to right field. That's going back to the wall, and that's going to be off the wall for Connor Joe. And you have Jake Hager making it to second, standing up for a leadoff double. And that's not a bad pitch on the outside corner. And takes it opposite field. And just a few more inches up, and that would have been gone. Hits looks like the bullpen fence, Rockies bullpen fence up there. And with Hager on first, Jordan Loop blows up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. The pitch in. It's up high. Ball. And talk about the Padres and the Dodgers series. Dodgers won the first 2, 3-1 back on Thursday. I know that for a fact. And then about to be 3-1 again last night. It was like 5-3, 5-2. So it was down to the dirt. The Padres. I'm trying to get that for you, that information. It was 5-1 last night. Padres only scored so far a combination of 4 runs. And that one is in there for a strike. 2-1 to count to Luplo. Can't get that name out. The Padres are stuck in the top of the 9th inning. Runners on corners are 2 outs. 7-2, the Dodgers are leading. There was time they seem that they're flying. They just keep on getting. Here's a fly ball at the left field. That's going to get down. Coming around to score is going to be Hager. And you have Loplu. It's going to stay at first for an RBI single. So early run action here for Arizona, trying to get something back after trailing 7-2. It's now 7-3. That was a nice ball out to left field, kind of hugging that line in on the left field chocolate board. Good at bat for Loplu. And now you got Cooper Humola up. He's 1 for 2. Pitching mound visit by Colorado's pitching coach, Darryl Scott. Trying to work on a game plan, 63 pitches. We talked earlier about Dallas Keuchel having 95 pitches early on, just out of 5 innings. Doesn't look like he'll be back out there. But Goldberg has an opportunity to go 6, possibly 7 innings. And in today's games, which really helps a team out. And Antonio Senzatella is placed on the 15 DL, according to the roster moves. Recalled Ashton Gordero from AAA Albuquerque. But listen, in today's game, there's a pitch up high, first pitch to Homol, in there for a ball 1-0. You need an advantage for your starters to go 6, 7 innings. I think it needs to be expected, especially even with now the designated hitter being a universe thing. There's a pitch on the inside, just 2-0. Swinging a foul back, 2-1. Ketel Marte is up next. And Humal is 1 for 2. He scored back in the 4th inning. 7-3 Rockies lead off at first from Luplo. And that's in there called for a strike. Counts tie 2-2. No outs here in the top of the 6th inning. And I love it when you just get when you're starting to keep score yourself. And I keep scoring myself. I have the rosters and the positions lined up in front of me. I have a little bit of notes here for the ball game. But I keep the score, ground out to 6 and stuff like that. Here's a ball up high and in. That's 3-2. And Humol thought it was 4 and it was ball 4. Yeah, actually, okay. For a moment there, I thought he thought it was ball 4, but he actually Humol thought the ball actually hit him. He's questioning Jerry Lane, the home plate umpire. And that kind of went right over his forearm. I kind of nicked his elbow pad. And misconfusion there. No challenge. Count goes 3-2. Payoff pitch here. Runner on first, nobody out. I kind of nicked him, I thought, a little bit. Here's a ground to third. Headed over to second. To first. 5-4-3 double play. And Homo probably wanted to argue just a little bit more about what happened. But nice 5-4-3 by Ryan McMahon and Brendan Rodgers. And I loved how Ryan McMahon, the ball hits right towards him. He turns his shoulders and he catches it from the side, turns his entire body facing second so he could just rip it right over to Rogers over there at second. And Rogers just fires it right back. Just great double play action there. Could tell Marte sets up a pitch right to the head. Marte gets out of the way in time. You know Goldberg did not want that. It's ball one. I think that got away from him. I mean, you saw Goldberg already kicking himself for that pitch. Here's the 1-0 to Marte. Another pitch on the inside, almost hitting at the elbow. And this is the third pitch in the last two batters that's really gotten up close, and Goldberg has been missing really close on the inside. And here's a pitch, long fly ball out to left field, and looking up is Chris Bryant. He's just going to look over the fence as that ball's gone. It would have been nice for some runners on base at 389. Solo blast out to straightaway left field. A 99.8 mile velocity range. And the Diamondbacks come back to now 7-4 deficit. Marte says, listen, you're going to throw two pitches up high on me. I'm going to turn one on you. And that is what he did. And that's going to do it for Austin Goldberg, who's only gone 5 2/3, probably kicking himself for letting up that home run in the last at-bat, especially the last at-bat. But we're going to take a break here as the Rockies are out front 7-4.
You living boring, I'm gonna set it out. Shooting them scoring, I'm gonna set it out. Like soldiers torn, I'm gonna set it out. Told me, baby, meet me at the bank. Told me, mama, I'ma break the trend. Locked in, I'ma change the weight. Working for them, baby's kids. Hard times couldn't make the rent. Working hard couldn't save a cent. Lonely nights, just me and God. Swear to him, always made the ends. Grab a paper, see the news. Hate coming by the tools. Walk a mile in my shoes. Something you could never do. Got my back against the wall. Bet I always pull through. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Sending shots, I block them. Superman with the moves. Rock 'em so I can drop off 'em. Play to win, never lose. Run it up, I top 'em. Play for belly too. I hip hop or pop 'em. Anything I could do. Real won't be real, fake gon' fall. Took time with this here, I made for a while. No sleeping while I won't fall. No sleeping while I want it all. I keep God first. I see evil, how evil when I converse. Today say, this how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off. You living boring, I'm gonna set it off. Shooting them scoring, I'm gonna set it off. Like soldiers torn, I'm gonna set it off.
Pitching change here for the Colorado Rockies as they're out front 3-7-4 here. You have Jake Bird on the mound. Last pitch against the Los Angeles Dodgers back on the 29th, which was Wednesday. 2 innings was required by him with 1 hit, 1 run allowed with 1 strikeout. His total numbers right now, 1.29 ERA, 5 games with 7 innings pitched and 6 strikeouts. Jacob Timothy Bird is 26 years old. First pitch to Christian Walker. It's in there for a called strike. Austin Goldberg, 5 2/3 of an inning, 6 hits, 4 runs allowed, 2 strikeouts with 2 home runs, 6.53 ERA on this game. The Birds only had 5 plate appearances, looking pretty good so far. Probably going to expect an inning or 2 out of him if possible. Definitely wrap up this one and head to the 6th inning. That pitch was definitely outside, down in the dirt. It is 1-1. Newhall, California. Drafted by the Colorado Rockies the 5th overall round in 2018. Here's a pitch on the way on the inside, almost hit Christian Walker. Austin Goldberg ends his night after giving up a solo home run, putting 4 runs up on the board. And he still has a chance, as long as the Rockies keep this lead the way it's at, to pick up a victory in tonight's ballgame. 2-1 count to Walker. Here's the pitch, and it's fly ball out to left field. That is going to drop. Going to be a home run, I believe. Yep, called for a home run. I think it hit the foul pole side. And it's now 7-5. I'll have to rewatch that play. That hugged the line, definitely. 2 home run night by Christian Walker. That was on the inside, and he just turned on it. I kind of want to see where this thing landed, because to me, looking from the view I have, that just landed on the very close. I'm talking about inches. Buddy Kennedy's up here. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Very, very close here to be a foul ball. Diamondbacks have gotten lucky on that one. 7-5 lead here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's up high. Called strike. 0-2. A lot of fly balls here. Back-to-back home runs here in the 6th. One by Marte, one by Walker. 2 home runs on the night for Walker. Here's a pitch. Fly ball out to left field. Going back is Chris Bryan. He'll make the grab. There's Carter Joe out there and right. 2 runs have scored. Pitching change has come about. Grichuk, McMahon, and Cervern due up next. We played 5.5 right here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. Well, just like the night is over for Austin Goldberg, the night is over for Dallas Keuchel. J.B. Wendelken is up. 29-year-old from Savannah, Georgia. 2-1 on the record, 4.5 ERA, 28 games. He's given 21 strikeouts. Whip is 1.2R. He will have to face 7, 8, and 9, starting off with Grichuk. As he takes the first pitch in there as a strike. You guys are listening to the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies right here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's fouled back off the hit of the bat. And they're going to claim that it hit him, and he'll take first base. Now, Terry Lovulu is heading out to talk to Jerry Lane to see if they want to challenge. Where did that hit, if at all? Now, Rando Gruchek stayed back in the batter's park. Looked like it hit the knob of the bat. And Gruchek didn't flinch, didn't do anything. He stayed in the batter box, ready to go. That definitely hit either Gruchek or part of the bat. And Terry Lovulu and Jerry Lane's having a conversation about that. And they're going to call for a ball. And now some medical staff is going to be checking out Jerry Lane. Maybe he's looking all right. Easily get overheated. Maybe something. Maybe he's in his eye. I have no idea. A conversation between Terry Lovulu and Jerry Lane started out. Taking a look at this bat again. It looked like it hit either the backhand, go down the side, the backside, or it hit the knob of the bat. Either or, Terry was out there not arguing, but trying to get an explanation and understanding. Looks like umpires, the rest of the crew, and medical staff is trying to look at Jerry Lane. And this may be they may decide to take Jerry Lane out. Maybe a heat exhaustion. I have no idea. Well, until things are sorted out, we will let you know. Take a quick break here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. All right, welcome back. You guys are listening to the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies game, where the Rockies are leading 7-5 in the midst of the sixth inning. And I want to explain right before that happened was Randall Gruchek was up to play, and according to home plate umpire Jerry Lane, in the last pitch that was pitched to him, he thought it hit his hand, and so we rewarded him a hit by pitch. As Terry Lovulu comes out, Terry medical staff decides to come out and examine Jerry Lane due to whatever sorts of reason, and those are unknown reasons. And as soon as I can find out, I will let you know. And that ended up, so according to right now, it looks like Jerry Lane has been removed from the game. And from my understanding, Chad Winston will be doing the home plate, calling balls and strikes for the remainder of the game. And the crew chiefs are working off of a three-man crew. In the meantime, the Arizona Diamondbacks have also challenged the play, arguing that it was a hit by the knob of the bat besides the hit of the hand. And they actually won the challenge and overturned it. So when we return and when when the home plate umpire can return, we will be under a three-man crew chief, and it will be Randall Gruchek as no balls and two strikes, as the Rockies still lead 7-0. So we'll take a break and step aside, and we'll call more balls and strikes and call the rest of the game here in just a few moments.
I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you've been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seems like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the checks. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Hey, winning like I ought to. I ain't wanna do it, but I got to. Smoking what my doctor told me not to. Got these wishing they was hot too. Ballin' like I need to. Got my exes wishing for a redo. Smell the marijuana when I speed through. Hit her with the tip, that's a preview. Hold up, wait up, get your weight up. Should get your money, not your hate up. Boy, draw a play up. I flip my wrist, it a layup. She wanna lay up. I gotta get it, I'ma stay up. I'm all the way up. I got my pay up. I ain't playing with you. I'm a coach now. Commentating, do the most now. I be somewhere booted with my toes down. Make little baby tooted with her nose down. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live.
Alrighty, we're back on the way, ready to kick things back off as we have a new umpire as Chad Winston comes on. The 0-2 pitch is outside for a ball, 1-2. Seven to 5, the Rockies lead over the Diamondbacks. And the pitch fouled. "28 appearances from J.B. Windlekin. Here's the 1-2 delivery. It's outside, 2-2. So Jerry Lane, home plate umpire, leaves the game for an unknown reason. Hopefully he's doing well. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's hit down on the ground. Buddy Kennedy makes the toss over the first for one away. And now for Ryan McMahon, who is 0 for 1. He scored last back in the fourth inning off of a walk. Grounded out back in the second. One away here in the bottom of the sixth inning, 7-5, Rockies lead. Pitch down low, 1-0. The Rockies and the Diamondbacks, the only game left. Major League Baseball, foul tip off the shin guard of McMahon. It's 1-1. We'll get around the out-of-town scoreboard here in the top half of the seventh inning. McMahon, 234, 7 home runs, 1-1 count, Windlekin sets, and the approach to the plate's up high. Took a few innings to get used to Jerry Lane's umpiring techniques. And you got to get used to Chad Winston's umpiring techniques. Here's the 2-1 chop foul, 2-2. Diamondbacks took game one of this 3-game series here. They won last night 9-3. Here's the 2-2 count. Chopped it over to third, backhands it, and then a backhand throw, not in time, by Jake Hager. So a 2-out single, a 1-out single for Brian Severn. And Walker had to come off the base to grab the backhanded throw. Really on the backhand of Jake Hager. And to prevent an error. So a base hit from McMahon. Brian Severn, 0 for 1. He's also walked and scored back in the fourth inning. 3 home runs on the season. First pitch down the middle. Called for a strike. So runner on first, 1 away, bottom of the sixth inning. 7-5 Rockies lead. Dallas Keuchel goes 5 innings. Windlekin has to come in and work the 6. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. They wrap up the Diamondbacks and the Rockies rack up this 3-game series. Then they meet each other back on the 7th, 8th, and 9th of next week. So we're going to see a lot of each other as the 0-2's fouled. Taking a look a little bit into tomorrow's pitching stats is Zach Gallen taking on Chad Cole. Right-hander versus right-hander. Matchup trajectory says that the Colorado Rockies have in favor. Here's the 0-2. That's it. Fly ball out to left field. Going running it down is the right fielder, Jordan Luplow. He'll make the grab and get it back in time. McMahon stays at first, 2 away. Connor Joe due up 1 for 3, 3 RBIs, a 3 RBI triple that cleared the bases back in the 4th. Really gave the Rockies a 7-5 stretch. As the first pitch awaits. Here's the delivery inside, taken off to second, no throw. A throw in late by the Diamondbacks catcher, Carson Kelly, a little bit off. McMahon steals a base. And McMahon knew he was stealing that right off the bat, and a little bit late reaction by Carson Kelly. First stolen base by McMahon of the season. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's outside, 2-0. Seventeen pitches so far in this inning. Arizona bullpen working as Nelson's in the warming up. Here's the 2-0. That one's down to the dirt, 3-0. Chris Bryant's due up next. He's 2 for 3. The run scored back in the first. Sun still setting just beyond the left field side of the stadium. Here's a 3-0 outside for a ball 4. Connor Joe works his way on base for Chris Bryant. He's batting .280 with no home runs on the season. Two on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-5 Rockies lead. 4 runs in the first, 3 runs in the 4th. Diamondbacks, 1 run in the 2nd, 1 run in the 4th. 3 runs batted in the top half of the 6th. Here's the pitch. That's down low. Everything Wendelken is missing is down low and away. After seeing what Dallas Keuchel had to offer, JB is probably not letting anything over the plate. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's grounded past the shortstop. Coming in to score is McMahon. And he'll score with ease, and it's 8-5 Rockies. A 2-out RBI single scores in McMahon from second. Puts Connor Joe at second as well. And puts Chris Bryant on first. Simple insurance runs like this in a stadium that's such a hitters-friendly ballpark. It's necessary, and Colorado's taken advantage of that so far. It's 8-5 Colorado as we have a pitching change here in the 6th inning. We'll be right back on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel.
Hey, popping like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rain do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you've been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seems like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the checks. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy. Got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Hey, winning like I ought to. I ain't wanna do it, but I got to. Smoking what my doctor told me not to. Got these wishing they was hot too. Ballin' like I need to. Got my exes wishing for a redo. Smell the marijuana when I speed through. Hit her with a tip, that's a preview. Hold up, wait up, get your weight up. Should get your money, not your hate up. Boy, draw a play up. I flip my wrist, a layup. She wanna lay up. I gotta get it, I'ma stay up. I'm all the way up. I got my pay up.
8-5. Colorado leads over Arizona here as we are in the 6th inning for Kyle Nelson, 25-year-old from San Francisco, played out of UC Santa Barbara. First pitch gets away. As you can see, fireworks going off in the neighborhood behind the stadium. 1-0. As the count to Charlie Blackmon as he hits a long fly ball out to right field. And that's going to get down between the right and center fielder. He comes around to score is Bryant. And Charlie Blackmon clears the bases here on a 2-out, 2-run RBI. On a 2-out double. Gives the Rockies 10-5. It just seems like whenever the Colorado is getting something going and scores runs, they're doing it in bunches. 4 runs back in the first, 3 runs in the fourth, and now 3 more runs in the 6th. It's time for C.J. Cron takes the first pitch outside for a ball. So Blackmon on at second, 2 away. Those 2 runs will be credited under J.B. Wendelken. This one's fouled back 1-1. So now giving up in a 2/3 of an inning, giving up 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk with no strikeouts. Kyle Nelson 1-0 on the season, 27 games, 1.48 ERA, 1 game saved, 28 strikeouts. This one's hit foul. It's 1-2. It's been active. He's been with Cleveland for 2 years before coming over to Arizona in 2022. Here's the pitch on the inside, just chop foul. Back in 2020, His ERA was 54. Back in 21-21, it's 9.31. The total of 34 innings pitched. Here's the pitch, and it's down low, 2-2. CJ Cron 1 for 3. An RBI single back in the first inning, scoring in Chris Bryant. Blackman on second, 2 away here in the bottom 6th inning. Here's a pitch, fly ball. Out to center field, coming in, and it's going to drop and get down. Blackman's running around third. He'll be making it home. And another run is in here in the 6th inning. Four runs have scored here in inning number 6 for the Rockies. And they're up front 11-5. In Coors Field, anything could happen. Here's for Brandon Rogers, 1 for 2, takes first pitch and down low for a ball, 1-0. 3-run home run back in the first. He's also walked. Has 8 home runs on the season. Here's the pitch. It's outside. 2-0. The 8th batter to come up to the bat this inning all started with a ground out by Gruchek and a challenge that was overturned. Here's a fly ball out to right field. Coming in for it, it's going to be Jordan Luplow, and that will end the inning. 4 runs come around to score. The Rockies extend their lead 11-5. You're listening to Saturday Night Baseball here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel.
I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live.
They're in the top of the 7th inning here, Colorado and Arizona. First pitch. Carson Kelly, he's 0 for 2. Lined out in a ground out. We got, there's the 2-0. It's in there, called for a strike. Got Jake Bird back out there again, and it's only so far pitched a third of an inning, giving up 1 run and 1 hit. Comfortable lead, Rockies have it against Arizona. And that one is up high, 3-1. Around out of the town scoreboard here, you talk about double digits. We'll get into plenty of those tonight as we take you around Major League Baseball, as this is the only game left to be played. Here's a 3-1 chop foul. We'll kick you off in the American League East. Tampa Bay and Toronto doing battle 4-game series. Game 3 tonight. Tampa Bay beats Toronto 6-2. Here's a 3-2, grounded it to short. Picks it up as Iglesias over to first, 1 away. Tampa Bay, Toronto had a doubleheader. It's a day-night game this week. Tampa Bay won the first game 6-2. They also won the second game 11-5. The New York Yankees beat the Guardians. It's the first pitch to Thomas. Heavy swing and a miss, strike 1. Yankees 13-4 against the Guardians. Here's the pitch, and it's up high. Guardians had a doubleheader earlier, and they had a doubleheader today as they lost both games because the second game was 6-1. Baltimore lost to Minnesota 3-4. Here's a chop foul. 1-2 to Alex Thomas. St. Louis beat Philadelphia 7-4 going into tonight's game. 4 consecutive home runs back to back to back to back. The White Sox beat the Giants 5-3. Miami beat Washington 5-3 also. It's a pitch down low. It's 2-2. Here's a fly ball out to left field, going back just shallow of the warning track is Chris Bryant for out number 2. 2 quick outs. You have a nice, decent in-game firework display just beyond the left field side of the stadium, the open end. Pittsburgh beat Milwaukee 7-4. They've been playing pretty well as of late. Here's the first pitch to Perdomo. Grounded it to second to Rogers, over to first, and now in the top half of the 7th. 7th inning stretch in Colorado. 7-5, the Rockies lead here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel.
Hey, popping like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seems like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I fit for the flavor. flex. Clear the phone call, he might chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the jets. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Hey, winning like I ought to. I ain't wanna do it, but I got to. Smoking what my doctor told me not to. Got these wishing they was hot too. Ballin' like I need to. Got my exes wishing for a redo. Smell the marijuana when I speed through. Hit her with the tip, that's a preview. Hold up, wait up, get your weight up. Should get your money, not your hate up. Boy, draw a play up. I flip my wrist, it a layup. She wanna lay up. I gotta get it, I'ma stay up. I'm all the way up. I got my pay up. I ain't playing with you. I'm a coach now. Commentating do the most now. I be somewhere booted with my toes down. Make little baby tooted with her nose down. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the
Bottom of the seventh inning here, Colorado Rockies against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Luke Weaver takes the mound after a third of an inning for Kyle Nelson. 5 appearances, 9 1/3 of an inning. Takes first pitch from Jose Iglesias, called first strike. Weaver right-handed, 6'2", right-handed, 183 pounds. From DeLand, Florida. That was the 0-1 pitch. Right back to Weaver, and he caught it. 1 gone. Weaver is 1 for 1 with a 12.54 ERA in 5 games. 1 save, 9.1, 9 1/3 of an inning with 11 strikeouts. Comes out of Florida State, was the first round pick in 2014 by the Cardinals. As Randall Gruchek steps in, 1 for 3 tonight. The first pitch swings and a miss. This outing was yesterday. We pitched 1 inning last night, only giving up a walk. Game before that against the Padres. Pitch, it's outside 1-1. He's 28 years old. He'll be 29 next month. And the 1-1 pitch hits right back to Weaver. Underhand toss to first base. Out number 2. Arizona Diamondbacks only had a few more at-bats as a pitching mound visit to Weaver. Just how they want to approach Ryan McMahon, who was 1 for 2. He's walked it back in the 4th, singled back in the 6th inning, scored both times. Continue our out-of-town scoreboard here in the 7th inning. Houston beat the Angels 9-1. Tigers beat the Royals 4-3. 2-1 Seattle over Oakland. The Rangers beat the Mets 7-3. Atlanta Braves beat the Reds 4-1. The Cubs beat the Red Sox 3-1. First pitch swinging and a miss for Ryan McMahon, 0-1. Always love a good Red Sox and Cub series. And the Dodgers beat the Padres 7-3. This one's down in the dirt. It's 1-1. Always enjoy, ever so often you never see the Red Sox and the Cubs play, so when they do, it's a glorious sign. The 1-1 pitch is down low, 2-1. Watching a little bit of the Padres and Dodgers game. Yu Darvish gave up 3 solo home runs in the first inning to the 7-2 loss. A 2-1 pitch is up high, 3-1. Brian Severn is up next. Here's the pitch, chopped it to left field over the head of the third baseman. That will get down for a 2-out base hit. Quickly getting it back in is Cooper Hummel. To hold McMahon up at first. Well, 2-out single, and McMahon's been doing his job tonight. For Brian Severn, 0 for 2. He's walked in the fourth. 3 home runs on the season. Would like to add to the 11-5 lead that he has over, that the Rockies have over the Diamondbacks. McMahon leads off. Here's the pitch. Swings, pop foul. Game 3 of this 3-game series concludes tomorrow between the Diamondbacks and the Rockies. Here's the next foul ball back. Zach Gallen on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He's 4 for 2 with 3.2 ERA. Taking on Chad Cole, 5 for 5, 3.49 ERA. With about 77 pitches pitched. The 0-2 throws back over to McMahon. He's in there safe. The Diamondbacks will go home after tomorrow's game, 12:10 Mountain Standard Time. They will host the Giants for a 3-game series. Here's a line right back over to third. As it is Haggard thrown over to second to Kennedy. Laced in a runner. It's 11-5 Rockies here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel.
Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into.
I'd like to give a shout out and thanks to StreamYard. StreamYard Studios, where you're listening to this baseball broadcast audio version. StreamYard.com, where you can create your podcast, YouTube videos, host virtual business meetings, and more. Check out the free version today at StreamYard.com. We are in the top of the 8th inning here in Colorado. The Rockies will lead the Diamondbacks 11-5. Alex Colon. Alex Colomé is the new pitcher for the Rockies. A 24-year-old out of Santo Domingo, Dominican. Will come up and face Jake Hader as he faced 9-1-2 in the top of the 8th inning. Last outing was the 28th against the Dodgers. He went 1 inning, giving up 1 hit. He's 2 for 2 on the season. 2.54 ERA in 29 games. 3 saves so far. Colomé sets. And the pitch. And a chopper right to short there for Iglesias. Throws it over with ease. 1 away. As we talk about the final scores, and this is the only game that's being played right now in the Major League Baseball. Take a look at the standings real quick before we get matchups heading into this upcoming Independence weekday. As Josh Rojas comes in, replaces pitch hits for there we go. Got it out right. 1 and 2 for Loplu. Rojas ended up pitch hitting for Jake Hader, who was taken out of the game, 1 for 2 on the night. Lemay sets, wind up in the pitch. There's a chop foul. 2-1. We take a look at the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies, the National League West. The Dodgers picking up a victory today. 4 straight, 7-3 in the last 10. They're 49-28. They have a comfortable lead in first place, 4.5 games above the San Diego Padres. The San Francisco Giants sit at 40-36 in third place. The only 3 teams in the West above 500. This is a hit long fly ball out to left field, going back to the wall and off the wall. Make to grab it is Chris Bryant. He's gonna throw it in, but Luplow will make it in safe to second, so a 1-out double here in the 8th. And it's just hit at one of the spots in the ballpark where you just can't run it down. And what's nice is that Bryant didn't allow the ball to get away, get out of control. So a runner on second, 1 away here in the 8th inning for Cooper Hummel, who's 1 for 3. Struck out looking, tripled in the 4th, and grounded into a double play. Takes first pitch in for a strike. As we told you, the Diamondbacks and the Rockies sit in about 35 wins apiece, approximately 15 games out of first place. It's been a tough season so far for both of them. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing, chop, foul. 0-2. Taking a look over in the National League Central, Milwaukee and the Cardinals are neck and neck. 1 game, Milwaukee leads over the St. Louis Cardinals, followed by Chicago and Pittsburgh, who's also neck and neck with each other. And then you got the last place Reds sitting at 26 wins with 17.5 games. It comes to Sets Colomé. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Goes down Hummel, round number 2. Over in the National League East, the Mets is comfortably leading 2.5 games above the Atlanta Braves, who'd had a remarkable stretch in the month of June. Philadelphia comes in 41-38. Miami, followed by Washington with 20 games behind. Ketel Marte 2 for 3 on the night. He steps in with the runner on second and 2 away. So 11-5 Rockies lead. Here's the pitch, and it's in there called strike. Nice crowd on hand in Colorado. Colomé sets. Here's the pitch, is down low for a ball, 1-1. Eleven to 5 Rockies lead. Top of the 8th. Here's a pitch. Fly ball out to left center field. Coming in is Gruchek to make the final out. 7.5 is in the books. The Rockies are leading 11-5.
There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn. But they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Ooh. God, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always pray all the lonely, but with you here nothing.
11-5 here, Colorado and Arizona on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. As now, defensive-wise, you have Caleb Smith. Rojas stays at third, taken in for Hager. That'll be the only defensive changes right now for the Diamondbacks. You got Caleb Smith on the mound for the Diamondbacks as well. Caleb Smith is a 31-year-old left-hander. 0 for 1 on the season in 21 games, 5.11 ERA. Saved 1 game in 37 innings pitched with 36 strikeouts. Last game pitch was against the Padres on the 28th. Went 3 innings, 3 hits allowed, 4 strikeouts. First pitch on the way to Connor Joe. And that's in there for a strike. 1, 2, 3 for the Rockies. Last couple outs here, last 3 outs in the top of the ninth for the Diamondbacks to come back and try to make anything happen against the Rockies. This pitch is inside 1-1. Umpiring crew has done a significant job. Has excelled significantly since the departure of Jerry Lane. Got to give thanks to Chad Woodston. And that is fouled back 1-2. Taking a look at the American League here and the standings real quick. It starts you off in the West. The Astros is probably the first team, to my knowledge, no, the second team to hit 50-plus wins. The 1-2 pitch, chopped foul, third base side. They're sitting at 50-27, the second best record in baseball today, followed by the Texas Rangers, who are already 12 and a half games behind. Then the Mariners, and the Angels, and the Athletics. Right now, the Astros are the only team above 500 in the West. Here's the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss. Goes down Connor. You can take a look over in the Central as well. Minnesota currently has that lead. Now, Cleveland and Minnesota had a very rough stretch over the last week. They played each other a great deal of amount of times in the past 10 days. Minnesota leads 45-36. 3 games above Cleveland, followed by the White Sox. Just seems to have an average 500 record season so far. First pitch in to Chris Bryant's in there for a ball. 1-0. Here's the pitch to Bryant. It's up high. 2-0. Then the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Royals. You want to look at just the best league, the best record of baseball right now. The New York Yankees sit alone with a comfortable 14-game lead over the Toronto Blue Jays. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's in there called strike 2-1. The Blue Yankees sit 58-21 in the first half of the season. We're not even done yet. They'll wrap up their 3-game series against Cleveland in Cleveland against the Guardians tomorrow. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that is going to be lined right back to third base, shortstop, to Geraldo Perdomo. 2 away. You got the Red Sox 43-35, Tampa Bay 42-36. Boston's on a nice little stretch, but seems like they every week or two they have a hot streak growing on, and then they find themselves in a cold streak, as they have not been playing well, especially against the Toronto Blue Jays this past week. Charlie Blackmon steps in. He's 1 for 4 this evening. As the first pitch on the way, swing and a miss at a ball up high, 0-1. The Baltimore Orioles sit at 35-44, not the worst record. You look right now at the worst record in baseball, and even the Cincinnati Reds don't sit there. The Washington Nationals 29-51. Here's the 0-1 pitch is up high for a ball, 1-1. And for a team to start off 3-22 on the season, they don't sit at the worst record. As a matter of fact, the Oakland A's sit off on even worse record. You got to admit that the Angels have done something right. This is a looper out to shallow short. Perdomo can't get to it, and Blackmon will be safe at first. This was a little bloop out to behind second base in the shallow center. Perdomo tried to jump to grab it, just missed it by inches. And Charlie Blackmon gets on safe for a 2-out base hit. I wouldn't think. He just timed it just a little bit off. I wouldn't say they would have charged an error to him, to Perdomo. That'll be a base hit. So 12 hits for the Rockies. First pitch in for C.J. Cron. It's for a strike 0-1. So Blackman on first, 2 away, ball inside. Taking a look at games for tomorrow. Early Blackman now 200 hits against Arizona. We took a look at that earlier tonight. That pitch is up high, 2-1. Todd Helton sits at 246. Blackman even 200. Take a look at Sunday, July 3rd, and the games being played. We're going to kick it off with the Royals and Tigers. That's going to be available on Peacock. This is a hit fly ball out to just on the infield, a matter of fact. In for Buddy Kennedy to end the inning. A runner left on. We played 8. Last chance for the Diamondbacks here. 11-5 Rockies lead here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel.
I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always pray on the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love.
Colorado Rockies lead at 11-5 here in the 9th inning as Julius Chassin makes his start tonight. Taking a look around what's else going on. We got Hampson playing in center now. Garrett Hampson. And it looks like, with that being said, we got Connor Joe going from right to left. Bryant is in left field. Hampson replaces Bryant to center field. You have Gruchek in center field going over to right field. Connor Joe going over to left field. First pitch into Christian Walker. 4, 5, 6 due up here in the 9th inning. It's in there for outside for a ball. 2 for 3, 2 home runs allowed. Take a look at tomorrow's games as we wrap up a weekend series outside for ball 2-0. Miami Marlins and Washington Nationals. Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay and Toronto, 137. Rangers and Mets. The Braves and the Reds at 140. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's down low, 3-0. The Yankees and Guardians at 140, followed by the Angels and Astros at 210. Baltimore Orioles also sitting at 210. Red Sox and Cubs at 220. Diamondbacks and Rockies, we'll get to that in a second. That will be at 310. Here's a 3-0 pitch and a 4-pitch walk for Christian Walker. Two home runs, size of walk, Christian Walker. Something to be safe about here. I wouldn't mind it. Buddy Kennedy is up. And David Peralta will take his spot. He's 248, 10 home runs on the season. 2 for 8 pitch hitting this season, 2 RBIs and a triple. Batting from the left side. Here's the pitch. His first swing foul back. The White Sox and the Giants, 4:05 p.m. Athletic and the Mariners, followed by that, the Padres and the Dodgers. And Sunday Night Baseball, the Cardinals and the Phillies. Here's the 0-1. That's down to the dirt. Gets away from Brian Servin and adds up 90 feet. It's going to be Christian Walker. A charge of the wall pitch to Servin or to Chassin. No errors in there. Taking a look at 4th of July Day this Monday, the Colorado Rockies begin a 3-game series against the Dodgers. First pitch in LA at 7:10, followed by an 8:10 Mountain Standard Time and an 8:10 as well on Wednesday, before they head over to Arizona to face the Diamondbacks in a 4-game series the week before the season. Count goes 1-2 for David Peralta. The Diamondbacks begin a 3-game homestand series with the Giants. First pitch at 3:10 on Monday. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Peralta. That's inside, but he swings. Foul tips it, and it goes down. Peralta, 1 away. Carson Kelly comes up to the plate with 1 down here in the second inning. I'll check that. Dalton Varsho, 232. 10 home runs as well. First pitch is up high and in, but called strike. 0-1. Rockies wanting to walk away with the win. They have a 6-run lead over the Diamondbacks. We are playing in Coors Field, which means anything could happen. Game finale tomorrow. We'll get to that in a second. Here's the 0-1. Swings, fly ball out to right field. That is going up and over the wall. 2-run blast by Dalton Varsho. That hits the little Tron back there and bounces back into the field. And now it's 11-7. Rockies. Simple things like this could allow the game to get away if you allow it. And you knew as soon as that bat left the ball that it was gone. And just close to being up in the second deck. Here's the pitch to Alex Thomas. His first pitch strike. 11-7, Rockies still have a comfortable lead over the Diamondbacks. With 1 away in the 9th inning, trying to get just a couple outs. Here's a fly ball out to left field. Walking underneath it is Connor Joe for out number 2. Diamondbacks down to the last out. They'll be playing tomorrow. First pitch, 3:10. Diamondbacks 6-16-20, about to be 16-21 on the away games. 22-21, above 500 on home games for Bud Black and the Rockies. Geraldo Perdomo, first pitch is in their first strike. Zach Gallen will be on the mound, taking on Chad Cole. It'll be a series split And right now, if you're looking at it, according to ESPN analyst, 53.1% says that the Colorado Rockies will pick up the Sunday win. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the outside corner called strike. Down for the last out. (11-7) Rockies. And here's the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Well, very well hitted ball game here for the Rockies. They hold on to win as they beat the Diamondbacks 11-7. We'll come back and give you a wrap up and get you ready for tomorrow's ball game right here on the TNC Sports Talks YouTube channel. It is a final again in the Colorado as the Rockies beat the Diamondbacks. Final score 11-7. Now, if you're looking for a ball game that had a lot of action, a lot of runs, and a very quick ball game to say the least, you came to the right ball place. Diamondbacks put up 7 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error, as the Rockies put up 4 runs in the first inning, 3 runs in the fourth, and 4 more runs in the sixth. A lot of fly balls to play around, as they put up 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. As the winning pitcher, Austin Gomber, goes 5 innings, 5 2/3 of an inning, giving up 6 hits, 4 runs with 2 strikeouts and 2 home runs allowed as a losing pitcher, Dallas Keuchel, didn't pitch too terribly when he gave up runs. He gave them up in streaks. Giving up four in the first, 3 in the fourth. He only went 5 innings, giving up 6 hits on 7 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. We'll get you back with highlights, take you around the out-of-town scoreboard here, and get you guys ready for tomorrow's game right here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel.
Just take my hand. You, hustle young and right. 기다리는 날. 왜 모르니? Yeah, I'm ready. One step down, yeah, watch out. Like a my side. 하늘도 가져왔던 너를 맞아. 한결에 사라지는 걸. 그대와 내 사이 놓여진 그림자 가까워지고 두근거림 속에 우리 시작된 firework 가와져 나만
You guys are listening to Saturday Night Baseball post-game show. Thank you guys for tuning in. We just got done calling a very well entertaining game between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies, where the Colorado Rockies picked up the final score of 11-7 over the Diamondbacks, with Dallas Keuchel and Austin Goldberg going on the mound. Take you back in the first inning, where things get all started for the Colorado Rockies, where you have 2 on with 1 away. CJ Cron comes up to the bat, and he hits a fly ball out to left field, scoring in Chris Bryant for an RBI single. Right afterwards, Brendan Rodgers comes up and hits a monstrous home run and scores in everyone, emptying the bases and giving the Rockies a 4-0 lead. In the top of the second inning, Christian Walker immediately responds to a solo home run to left field. Puts the Rockies and the Diamondbacks out 4-1. We'll take you over to the top of the 4th inning, where we had Cooper Hamul leading things off with a triple to right field, hitting the gap between right and center field, followed by a RBI single from Ketel Marte. Colorado goes 4-2. Rockies respond back in the 4th inning with another long run after a double by Randall Gruchek and a McMahon walk and a Severn walk as well. Bases loaded, you had a 1-out triple, 3-run RBI from Connor Joe. Puts the Rockies out to 7-2. The Diamondbacks try to answer back in the 6th inning after going back-to-back home runs with Ketel Marte and Christian Walker, both to left field. The Rockies answer back in the bottom of the 6th inning after Ryan McMahon gets things started, gets on base and steals second, walking Connor Joe. RBI single by Chris Bryant scores in McMahon, and then a 2-out RBI double, or 1-out RBI double. No, you're right, 2-out RBI double. I misread that. From Charlie Blackmon, scores in Connor Joe and Bryant. CJ Cron hits a single to center field, scoring in Blackmon, and 4 more runs come into play. And now it's 11-5. In the 9th inning, some bats try to steer ahead as Carson Kelly hits as Vershow hits a 2-run blast to right field, hitting nearly the upper deck, but that wasn't good enough. and the Colorado Rockies take the victory 11-7. And you take a look at key players of the game, the good and the bad. We'll start off with the bad. Dallas Keuchel goes to 2-6. He picks up the loss, only going 5 innings, 5 hits, or 6 hits, 7 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run. We take a look at the Rockies' winning pitcher in Austin Gomber, 5 2/3 of an inning, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 strikeouts, and 2 home runs allowed. Jerry Lane, the home plate umpire, was removed in the 6th inning due to unknown issues. A challenge was made in the 6th inning after a hit by pitch assumption from Randall Guchek, which got overturned by the Arizona Diamondbacks. He ends up grounding into an out. Take a look at some of the good things going around in Arizona and for the Rockies. Well, you may say that Christian Walker had a really good game. He went 2 for 3, scoring in 3 runs, a solo home run in the 2nd, a solo home run in the 6th, and he walked and yet again scored in the 9th. He goes 2 for 3 with 2 solo home runs. Total of home runs for the Diamondbacks is 3. You take a look at total home runs for the Rockies, as I'm counting. I see 1. Let me see more. Hold on. And the only home run from the Colorado Rockies that I see is the 3-run blast from Brendan Rodgers. So 4 home runs total. But as we expected, coming out from a game like this, in Coors Field, where it's a hitter-friendly ballpark, we had a hitters-friendly ballpark. And you saw the Diamondbacks and the Rockies got a chance to get on base and drive in runs. You hit it in the gap, you're getting extra bases. Especially if you split the gap. And that's what happened. When we come back, we'll get you the final out-of-town scoreboard, followed by a look at tomorrow's ball game and what to expect on the 4th of July. Thank you guys for listening to the TNC Sports Talk pregame show here on Saturday Night Baseball. I want to give a shout out to Epidemic Sound that is providing this music that you guys are listening to on Saturday Night Baseball's post-game show. Epidemic Sound, discover your world-class artists, composers, and bands. Find the perfect soundtrack and give your social media accounts the music they deserve. Epidemic Sound is a royalty-free music link. For more information, check out epidemicsound.com. Now let's take a look at their out-of-town scoreboard. As we already mentioned in tonight's game, the Colorado Rockies beat the Arizona Diamondbacks. Final score of 11-7. And elsewhere, I'll just update everything for you so you guys have here. Get to the Outtown scoreboard here. We had a doubleheader taken off over in Toronto today. Toronto Blue Jays hosting the Tampa Bay Rays. Game 1, the Rays beat the Blue Jays 6-2. In game two, they've done the same thing, 11-5. The Yankees clobbered the Guardians tonight, 13-4. The Yankees, in a doubleheader, also beat the Guardians in game 2, 6-1. The Minnesota Twins beat the Baltimore Orioles 4-3, as well as the Cardinals 7-6. Both the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals beat their opponents, the Giants and the Miami Marlins and the Chicago White Sox beat their opponents, the Giants and the Nationals, with the final score 5-3. The Pittsburgh Pirates beat the Milwaukee Brewers 7-4, and the Astros beat the Angels 9-1. The Detroit Tigers beat the Royals 4-3. 2-1, the Mariners set down the Athletics. The Rangers set down the Mets 7-3. The Braves beat the Reds 4-1. The Cubs beat the Red Sox 3-1. And then the Padres lost to the Dodgers 7-2. There's your out-of-town scoreboard here. And we also want to give a shout-out to what makes this all possible in StreamYard to create your where you can create your podcasts, virtual business meetings, even conduct interviews. Check out StreamYard.com. Take a look at 4th of July, which is Monday, and the series that's coming up next week. The Arizona Diamondbacks will be coming home and starting a 7-game homestand, kicking things off at 3:10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time against the San Francisco Giants, followed by a 4-game series against the Colorado Rockies. Against the Colorado here as well, they will kick off on the road after tomorrow. They will head over to Los Angeles to face the Dodgers for a 3-game series. That first pitch on Monday will be 7:10 p.m. That will be followed by a 4-game series against the Dodgers for the next week. Taking a look at tomorrow's matchup here as the Arizona Diamondbacks move to 35-43. They're 16-21 on the road as the Colorado Rockies move to 34-44, 22-21 on the road. The probable pitchers scheduled to make the way tomorrow for the Arizona Diamondbacks. You got the right-handed pitcher, Zach Gallen, who's 4-2. 3.32 ERA with 1.05 whip. Pitched 76 innings, 59 hits, 73 strikeouts, 21 walks, with 8 home runs allowed. Chad Cole, the right-handed pitcher getting the nod for the Colorado Rockies. Cole, he's 5-5, 3.49, 1.31 ERA, 77 and 1.1 innings pitched, 72 hits, 57 strikeouts, 29 walks with 7 home runs allowed. The probable percentage matchup, 53.1% goes to Colorado over the Arizona Diamondbacks in tomorrow's game. Injury report coming up here as well. You also got, coming out of Arizona, Zach Davies, the starting pitcher, and Corbin Carroll is out day to day. Zach Davies, starting pitcher, he's out 15-day IL, back on June 28th. The Colorado Rockies, you got a handful. Tyler Kinley, 60-day DL, back on the 28th. Jaden Hill, day to day as well, back on Thursday. Here's Therese Olivares, 60-day IL. Jermaine Marquez, day to day, and the 15-day IL put today was Antonio Senzatelli. Upcoming opponents here as well. All right, you guys are listening to the post-game show right here on the TNC Sports Talk YouTube channel. The final score for the Rockies is Rockies won 11-7 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. We'd like to appreciate everyone who tuned in and followed us and watched us, and we appreciate that. You guys will tune in tomorrow and catch us out tomorrow. And until then, you guys have yourself a good night.